Welcome to Six in the City. My name's Jordan Dyer, and my normal host, co-host, Steve Bowers, he is not here with us today, but I have a special friend and boss with me, and I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Well, thank you, Jordan. We're certainly going to miss Steve today, probably more than he realizes.
Yeah.
But one of the things, I'm President and CEO of Jackson Energy Authority, have been for about 3 years now. But today, this afternoon, I'm going to attempt to replace the irreplaceable Steve Bowers. So when I woke up this morning, I felt, when it first hit me, that's a lot of pressure.
That's a lot of pressure.
Because he's the GOAT, he's the best there ever was.
That's right.
And I realized me filling in here will probably be hot garbage.
No, I doubt that.
But we here we are. We're going to try our best. I watched some Barbara Walters specials to get ready and listen to some Eminem, Lose Yourself, on the way over.
That's right.
So I'm ready to rock and roll.
Got your
now.
hype song going.
I'm ready.
Well, today's show, we're very excited to have some special guests on besides CEO, President of JEA, Monte Cooper. We've got the Tennessee Commissioner of Veteran Services all the way from Nashville on to talk about an event coming up. Sandra D. and Eduardo Morales, they are going to talk about the International Food and Art Festival that is happening this weekend. A couple different things on Alzheimer's that we'll be talking about. West Tennessee Ag and Education Center, talking about fall in the gardens, and then even some entertainment from the International Food and Arts Festival that is happening this weekend. They'll be gracing us with their presence this weekend. So we'll see you back soon.
Since 1979, one night every fall has brought West Tennessee together under the stars.
It's the 45th Annual Starlight Symphony, a free concert for all ages.
Join us Saturday, September 27th on the grounds of First Presbyterian Church.
Pack a picnic, bring your kids, and enjoy music everyone loves.
Get your tickets now at thejacksonsymphony.org or by calling 731-427-6440.
Make this an evening to remember with your Jackson Symphony.
Every 3 years, the American Public Power Association recognizes public power companies that demonstrate proficiency in reliability, workforce development, safety, and system improvement. The recognition, RP3. The highest level RP3 is the Diamond RP3. In 2023, JEA's Electric Division received the Diamond RP3 Award for the 8th consecutive time. This never happened before, but it's JEA today. Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to EPlus Broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. EPlus Broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries.
Welcome back to Six in the City. We have Major General Tommy Baker. He is the Tennessee Commissioner, and he is on to share with us about an event that he has coming up. But before we dive into that, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey to becoming the Commissioner?
Well, that may take a while, but we'll try to give you the abbreviated version. I'm from Huntington, Tennessee, just up the road. Joined the Tennessee National Guard in 1980, and 41 years later, found myself an opportunity to come over and be the Commissioner of the Tennessee Department of Veteran Services. So I've been in that role now for almost 5 years. It was a great opportunity for me to give back to all the men and women who gave so much to me for that 41-year period of my adult life. So great job, great mission, and glad to be here.
Yes, glad to have you back.
Thanks.
Commissioner, a couple of questions here. First, look, at reading your bio is so interesting. It made me wonder, have you written a book or have you thought about that?
I'd probably have to get one of those ghostwriters. No, you know, a lot of things happen in 41 years, and it gets by really quick. Just thinking back, all the folks that you interact with, all the places you go. Being from a small town, you never really think those things are going to happen to you, and then you look around and you're like, wow, I'm in another part of the world here. Great experiences, though, and so I love to talk to people about them and share those experiences when I can. And we always say in our department, when you talk to a veteran, don't just thank them for your service, but ask them about their story, because they all have one.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So how has that military journey, how has it shaped the way that you advocate for veterans in the workforce?
Well, you realize that veterans bring a lot to the table. First of all, they're a very resilient group. They're mission-oriented. They understand, what being on time and in the right uniform looks like. They know how to work as a team. And they innately have a leadership development piece about them, and that comes from being around leadership in the military and being expected to do something when everybody else is kind of standing around and watching. So those are things that most business people would like to have in their company, because they also help solve problems, and a lot of times they'll solve a problem and you won't even know the problem exists. And so when you can, employees bring value to a company, and so they're more loyal. They tend to stay about 9% longer than their civilian counterparts with companies. And so I think most employers are looking for those type of employees.
Absolutely. Well, tell us a little bit about your event that you have coming up.
So we started a program about 14 months ago in the state called the Tennessee Veteran Ready Business Recognition Program. And just basically, it was a program to recognize businesses and companies that were doing a lot of the things that we were wanting to promote for veterans, service members, and their families. And that was, who out there is trying to recruit veterans, who out there are trying to hire veterans, and then finally, who out there is trying to retain veterans. Those are, things that every company does. They have job fairs, all kind of recruiting efforts that are out there, and we wanted to make sure that we went out and recognized those companies that were doing that in the state of Tennessee. We've got almost 150 companies that are now participating in this program. So we want to bring those folks together. This symposium on the 16th of October here in Jackson, Tennessee, is going to allow those companies that are participating, whether they want to be in person or virtual, to come together, talk about the successes they're having, the best practices they're having, and the kind of resources and techniques that they're using to get out there and find that group of people we're talking about, veterans, service members, and their families. And, how are you doing this? Well, if I can sit down and have a conversation with you, across the table versus, just seeing some Facebook post or something and really ask you the kind of questions that I really want answers to, that always tends to provide a collaborative environment so that they can come together and do that and see who around them are doing it and how they can get better at it.
Absolutely. So how does somebody get registered for this event?
So there's a couple ways. One of the easiest ways is to go to tn.gov/veteran. All right, when you get to that website, go to the events tab, and right in that events tab will be a QR code, and you can register.
Yeah,
now,
we have a QR code on the screen here as well.
That's the easiest way to do it right there.
Okay, perfect. Well, this is, again, October 16th, right?
Right.
9 to 3 at First United Methodist Church.
Yes.
So y'all get registered if you're interested in this. And thank you again so much. Hopefully we get to have you on again. It's an honor to have you here. And whenever we get back, we'll be talking to Sandra D. and Eduardo Morales with the International Food and Arts Festival coming up on this 6 in the City.
A water system includes everything from wells to water storage to water lines to treatment, with constant lab testing to ensure water safety. Every 2 years, the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation performs an unannounced on-site audit and evaluation of every facet of a water system. Perfect score, $5.99. In 2024, JEA, for the 4th consecutive inspection, received a $5.99. 8 years of perfect water system scores. That's JEA today.
Experience the world in a day at the Jackson International Food and Art Festival. Join us for global flavors, live performances with headliners, local arts, and family fun, all right here in Jackson. Don't miss it, September 27th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Jackson Fairgrounds.
Welcome back to Six in the City. We have Sandra D. and Eduardo Morales with us. They are the executive co-chairs of the Jackson Food and Arts Festival International. Jackson Food and Arts Festival. Welcome. So glad to have you on.
Thank you for bringing us back here.
Yes. So
Thank you.
This event has been going on since 2013, right?
Yeah, it's actually 2014. 2014. This is our 11th year, but technically our 12th year. We didn't have one during COVID. We've been doing this initially in downtown Jackson, but the attendance has grown tremendously. So we moved to the Jackson Fairgrounds, and this will be our 3rd year at the Jackson Fairgrounds.
Okay, awesome. So tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind getting this event going and the evolution of how it's changed.
I'm going to try to make it a little shorter because it's a long story, okay? But yeah, we was invited, the city of Jackson invited us to be a part of the Season of Unity Committee, and we was attending these meetings, every month. Eventually, we became with the idea, I say, well, let's make something else more than just the meetings in the office, Let's involve the whole community. Well, we decided to invite more members of the community and make a committee and do the festival, and it's how it started. Yeah.
So for someone like me who has not been, but I've shared with Jordan, I need to make it to the event.
That's right.
What would I expect when I see food and art? I like both of those. But at the festival, what do I expect as I'm walking around and checking it all out?
A lot of stuff. She can tell you.
Yeah, I know the title is Food and Art, but it's more to it than just the food and the art. Actually, it's a celebration of the different cultures that we have here in Jackson. We've been doing this, as I said, for almost 12 years, and really the event. What happens with the event is we actually connect with different people. We promote unity. We have different things going on. As we mentioned in the beginning, food, art, there will be performances. There's a beautiful parade of cultures, which people should not miss. That's the highlight, really, of the event. And it starts at 11 o'clock and followed by the official opening ceremony with the mayor and us giving a short speech and talks after that.
Outstanding. Well, it's awesome to see it grow the way that it has. So being at the fairgrounds, you needed more space, you needed more room. Where have been some of the other locations where you started and then it's now grown to the fairgrounds?
Yeah. Well, we used to do it here in downtown. We did it for like 9 years, I believe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did it for 9 years here, but it seems start growing like too much. We couldn't fit in there anymore, and also the electric, the power lines and everything, it wasn't able to supply the whole needed. So that's why we have the fairgrounds, which is a lot of space, a lot of parking, and people like it because it's open there. And, as she mentioned, I want to mention, that she already mentioned about like food from so many different countries. We have 2 stages, we have a special performance, we have groups coming from Nashville, and other groups, special performance coming from other states, far away, which is going to be surprised, but she can explain you a little bit about those special performances.
Yeah, but let me answer quickly one thing is we have outgrown the infrastructure downtown. That's kind of practically the reason why we had to move to the Jackson Fairgrounds. And for this time around, this year, we are bringing a sort of a European flair to the performances. We're bringing in Ali the Piper. If people don't know about her, she's an internet sensation. Last time I was here, I said 1.7 million TikTok followers, but actually now it's 2.5 million TikTok followers.
You weren't here that long ago either.
I know, that was like a few weeks ago.
Okay.
But, she plays the Grand Highland bagpipe and plays Celtic music as well as metallic rock. It's really rock and roll using that. And we will also have the Native American Celtic master violinist that will be performing for us for the first time this year. So there's several things going on, as we mentioned, at the festival. But one other thing that I want to be sure that we mention to everybody, that this is a free event, family-friendly, kid-friendly event. And we are also having the traffic route that will be in our website as well as in our Facebook page, so that people will know there are several events going on that day. So I know it will be traffic, but we have the map, the traffic route, and we are also providing free shuttle service starting at 9:30 till 4:45 at the the JEA parking lot, which is College and North Highland Avenue.
Perfect. Well, so people can find information on the website and also on Facebook pages. And I know everybody is looking forward to this festival. It's been a great thing to happen to our community. And we're excited now to see one of the performers from this festival, JJ Broadway. She's going to be performing one of her dances. Take it away, JJ.
Jackson, Tennessee's first utility, gas. And through natural gas, system improvements, supply redundance, gas is still Jackson's reliable, affordable, warm energy source.
My name is Daniel Burchett. I'm a crew leader in the gas department. I get a lot of questions about this logo on my shirt. For me, it's about safety, using the best tools and technology to ensure the safety of our employees and community.
SOAR is a gauge of operational excellence, and it's really about how people show up every day willing to go above and beyond to do their jobs.
Thanks to our customers, dedicated employees, and the American Public Gas Association for this SOAR recognition.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
Friends and family on. I've known both of these ladies most of my life. We have Regina Smith and Callista Joyce on with us to talk about the Alzheimer's Caregiver Conference coming up. So this is the 14th year for this.
Yes, we have been doing this for 14 years.
Wow, that is
awesome.
That is impressive. So for those who might not be familiar, what is the mission behind this conference?
Well, we want to prepare families and professional caregivers for this journey that they're going to be on with Alzheimer's disease and other dementias. We're calling this year's conference the Survival Kit, and it's going to be just that. We're going to provide information for them to survive in the days to come.
So we know that Alzheimer's, it has touched all of us, right, with family members, and it seems to be so common these days. Can you spend a little bit of time talking about that survival kit? Give us a little bit of insight into what people can learn by coming to the conference.
Well, we're going to have several different speakers this year. Normally, we have just been having one speaker, but this year we decided we wanted to have some community resources. So we've invited several people from right here in our community to help us spread the word and share information. Christy Riddle is a nurse practitioner over at West Tennessee Neuro, and she's going to provide information, just basic information about the disease. Katrina Kimball is coming from the Alzheimer's Association to talk about behaviors. Why do they act like they do? Sometimes those behaviors are not what we would like to see. She's going to explain that and help us to understand that a little bit better. And then Amanda Barlow-Leach with Alzheimer's Tennessee will be with us to talk about resources that we can get our hands on to use on a day-to-day basis. You want to talk about the others?
Yes, I love having resources that we can use that are so practical while we're in this journey. It's wonderful to get all the education, but to be able to get legal information. So we're going to have Nancy Schote. She's going to give us some aspects of the legal journey. We're going to have Jennifer Carnell, and she's going to give us financial decisions, because all of these we can understand about the disease, but these are all tasks that we have to get into with that. Fraud prevention is another thing, and we've got Bob Arrington helping us to get our final plans in order.
Oh yeah, fraud prevention. I've never thought about that, but I'm sure that is going to be a hot topic.
Yes, it will be. It's so easy for those who are a little bit confused and memory issues not to be taken advantage of. We really want to get that information out.
And there's scammers everywhere these days. So this event is going to be held where?
It's going to be at Union University in the Grant Center.
Okay.
It will be on October the 7th, beginning at 8:30, and will conclude by between 2 and 2:30. Wonderful lunch, and then some time to spend with some of our community businesses that work with Alzheimer's families and provide services for them.
Is it come and go, or they come at 8:30, they stay till 2:30?
We think you would benefit the most by staying. Of course, if you cannot make that work, we'll work with you to get you the agenda to let you know when the speakers that you might be interested in will be on stage.
So I'm interested, being 14 years, has it always been, of course, we love the Carl Grant Event Center. That's a great place to hold any conference. Has it always been there, or has it been at other locations in its history?
We started at the hospital in the conference center there, and we outgrew it. So we moved out to Union, and that way we could have the different sponsors and vendors there with us. So that's when we moved.
Have you had any success stories or heard anybody afterwards, give any takeaways that they got from this conference or event?
I think one of the biggest things is so many people that are starting this journey, they feel like they're alone. And for them to have an opportunity to be in a setting where they can be with other families that are experiencing this, I think that is a success story because it encourages them. A lot of times they make friendships and relationships that they can continue and lean on while they're in this journey.
Yeah, it's always easier to go through tough times with someone else.
Yes.
If they're going through the same thing. Okay, so the schedule of events can it be found on Facebook? Where can we find that?
We can send the information out to anyone who's interested by calling the West Tennessee Healthcare Senior Services Department.
Okay.
And that's 731-541-8757.
Okay.
It's also on the hospital or West Tennessee Healthcare web page, as well as social media.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much. So again, this is the 14th Annual Alzheimer's Caregiver Conference. The theme this year is Survival Kit for Caregivers. So they'll have lots of resources there at the Union University Carl Grant Event Center. October 7th from 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Thank you all both for being here. We're going to hand it back over to the stage and have JJ perform one of her songs that she'll be performing this weekend at the Arts Festival.
Hello everyone. This song is to inspire you all to help each other rise up. There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying, and it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making, we're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day, just you and me. Well, send them your heart, so they know that someone cares, and their lives will be stronger and free. As God has shown us by turning stone to bread, and so we all must lend a helping hand. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making, we're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day, just you and me. When you're down and out, there seems no hope at all. If you just believe, there's no way we can fall. Well, 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 let us realize that a change can only come when we stand together as one. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making.
Experience the world in a day at the Jackson International Food and Art Festival. Join us for global flavors, live performances with headliners, local arts, and family fun, all right here in Jackson. Don't miss it. September 27th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Jackson Fairgrounds.
Midnights, gas leak, Forked Deer Bottom. Power outages, Old Denmark Road. Downed poles on McClellan. Whatever the call, the crews are there. It's the call answered from past to present at JEA Today.
Since 1979, one night every fall has brought West Tennessee together under the stars.
It's the 45th Annual Starlight Symphony, a free concert for all ages.
Join us Saturday, September 27th on the grounds of First Presbyterian Church.
Pack a picnic, bring your kids, and enjoy music everyone loves.
Get your tickets now at thejacksonsymphony.org or by calling 731-427-6440.
Make this an evening to remember with your Jackson Symphony.
Welcome back to Six in the City. We have Dawn Phipps here with us from the Elks Lodge. It's good to have you on with us. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me back. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So you recently had an event that we talked about.
We did.
Tell us a little bit about what happened.
So yeah, we had the pink smoke off, and it was much bigger than we had anticipated.
Oh, nice.
We had about 13 to 15 smokers. We had cornhole tournament. We had a band, crafters and vendors. We ended up raising about $5,200 for our Rack Pack, the local breast cancer support group that all the money we're raising right now is going to. So it was an amazing event.
Great. And so you have another event coming up that is also supporting this same
That is correct. That is correct. So this is the finale.
Okay.
And it's called Save a Rack, the Hunt for Pink October. It is coming up next Friday, October the 3rd. Kevin and Bethany Page are coming in from Memphis to do the concert. We're going to have a Chinese lantern release ceremony in honor and memory of her. We're going to light up the night sky. It's going to be very, very special. We've got some special guest speakers sharing their stories about breast cancer. And then we've got live auction, silent auction, catered meal. It's just going to be a great night.
Okay.
No, we really appreciate what you do.
Well, thank
I know,
you.
much like with Alzheimer's, breast cancer is certainly something that we all have had in our family and some personally. My mother celebrated a birthday yesterday. Can I say how old she is?
That's up to you.
77, because we're going to celebrate that. And she's a breast cancer survivor. It's been 15 plus years. And so again, I appreciate all that you do there. You mentioned Rack Pack, which is the local nonprofit that you're benefiting here. Tell us a little bit more, dig into their mission and what they're all about.
Thank you for asking. So it was formed, I guess, maybe 12 to 14 years ago when there were some young mamas that was diagnosed with breast cancer, and there was not a support group. And they met at Runway, and they're like, we don't have a support group, so we need one. And so that's how the Rack Pack was formed. And so we get together once a month. I'm an 8-year survivor officially this month.
Congratulations, that's awesome.
So we get together once a month and we discuss like whatever happens to be the topic of the month that is. When we just got together a couple of weeks ago at my house, we had my grief counselor came in and she talked to us about why self-care is so important when you're going through the breast cancer journey. Then we also had a physical therapist come in and talk to us about lymphedema, because that does affect most all of us that go through the breast cancer journey. So talk to us about that, and it was really great because so many of them we just kind of needed that moment where we could all talk, and so you did not feel like you're alone on the journey. But some of the other things we do, if you're a mama, you don't want your kids' activities have to stop just because you're going through this, because we still want to make sure everything kind of stays normal for them. So we do help give everybody to and from where they need to go, whether it's to treatment or if you need help getting gas and groceries, that's what we're going to help you for. So, and then we also got a little mini fall retreat coming up. So we've got guest speakers that's going to be coming in for that. And then we're planning a bigger one in the spring as well. So,
is there a list of events on the website?
We have a closed Facebook group. So that way, because sometimes we have to ask pretty deep questions. And so we don't put that out there for just everybody, because a lot of times you go into the doctor's office and they throw everything at you very fast. It's kind of rapid fire. And then you leave there going, what did he just say? And what does that mean? So that we can come back to our group and we can kind of say, okay, you're taking this medicine. Has anybody had this side effect? What's going on with this? So we feel like we're kind of in a safe place in our closed Facebook group. So anytime we're creating those events, we do it there so everybody knows what's going on within our world. So.
Okay, so do they need to get registered for this event?
Well, now on Save a Rack, now that can be found on our Elks Lodge 192 Facebook page. So it is a public event.
Okay.
It is $50 for general admission. $50. That's not a bad ticket price for entertainment, for food, and Boss Ross is catering the meal, so the food is going to be fantastic. So that's going to be great. There's nowhere else you can go in town for that cheap of a price to support such a great cause.
Yeah, and some auctions happening as well.
We do. We've got some amazing live auction items, like from Crown Winery. We've got some nice pictures. We've got just a little bit, even some Grizzly tickets. So we've got some really, now I got your attention. I'm like, where did I get Grizzly tickets? Yes. So we've got some really good, nice things on our list this year. We've even got a really nice quilt that's being donated. So some great auction items I'm super excited about. But,
okay. And one more time before we head out, what's the Facebook group called?
So Elks Lodge 192 Jackson is where you can find all the information about Save a Rack, the Hunt for Pink October, or you can just search Facebook. Facebook for Save a Rack, and it will definitely pop up in your information.
Okay, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks
We
so much for
appreciate it.
having me.
Yes. Tate Cronin is coming up next. He's going to be talking about West Tennessee Ag and Education Center and the Fall in the Gardens event that they are having here shortly. Coming up on this next, Six in the City.
That's my neighbor, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a very big mistake. Hey, Joe, you think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have your underground utilities marked before you start digging?
John, that's just for big projects.
Actually, it's for any digging project. Hey, congratulations, Joe. You found your electric line. Remember, safe digging always begins with a free call to 811. You want to borrow my phone, buddy?
Jackson, Tennessee's first utility, gas. And through natural gas, system improvements, supply redundance, gas is still Jackson's reliable, affordable, warm energy source.
My name is Daniel Burchett. I'm a crew leader in the gas department. I get a lot of questions about this logo on my shirt. For me, it's about safety, using the best tools and technology to ensure the safety of our employees and community.
SOAR is a gauge of operational excellence, and it's really about how people show up every day willing to go above and beyond to do their jobs.
Thanks to our customers, dedicated employees, and the American Public Gas Association for this SOAR recognition.
Tate Cronin is with us from the West Tennessee Ag and Education Center. I was just sharing with him that I have never been to the gardens until last week, and it is absolutely stunning. So if you have not been, then you need to go and check it out. So tell us about this event that you have coming up.
Yes, so we have Fall in the Gardens. It's actually next week. So not this Thursday, Friday, but the next, October 2nd and 3rd. This is our last big event of the year. So, you know, our events kind of come and go with the seasons, but Fall in the Gardens is our last event until next year. This is an event perfect for gardeners of all ages, all skill levels. It's totally free. Day one, October 2nd, is from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. So it's a full day of activities ranging from garden tours, demonstrations, lectures. We'll have vendors, food trucks, and our fall plant sale. Everyone loves to come out and shop our plants. These are all guaranteed to perform well in Tennessee, so you can come, learn about gardening, and take some home as well.
So Tate, one of the things that I was looking at on the agenda, so I'm an engineer, right, so I love an agenda. There's a lot of things going on. So we love, my wife and I, we love plants.
Yes.
Right? We indoor plants, outdoor plants, and we can kill them with the best.
Same.
So I see the lecture by Jason Reeves. What's Jason going to talk about? Can he help me save some lives here?
Yeah. So Jason Reeves is actually the curator of UT Gardens Jackson. If you've never been before, this is part of the State Botanical Garden of Tennessee. This is our main public garden in the state. And we have a location in Knoxville, Crossville, and here in Jackson. And Jason's the curator of the Jackson location, so he knows all about what plants do well, how to take care of them, and he's actually going to be highlighting some of the top performing plants. So ones that if you plant, they'll do well. Some of them are annuals, some are perennials, but whatever interest you have, whether a small garden, a big garden, he can help you learn how to plant them and take care of them.
Sounds like a good place for us to go if we're plant killers.
I probably need to be there all day.
And our guest speaker this year is actually really a household name in the gardening world. Her name is Bree Arthur. Bree actually is most well known for contributing to the Emmy-winning PBS series Growing a Greener World. If you've ever watched PBS, it's one of their big gardening shows. But she's going to be here in Jackson. She's going to have 2 lectures, one at 12:30 and then one at 7. So if you work, you can come afterwards. After work that evening, we're going to have a dinner provided by the Madison County Master Gardeners. It's potluck style. You don't have to bring anything. They're providing it, but it's totally free, all the activities throughout the day.
So this is not the first time y'all have held this event.
Oh, absolutely not.
What do you think keeps people coming back?
Yeah, I really think it's a community-focused event. You know, you come out here, whether you're already an established gardener or you're brand new, you're going to make new friends. You know, we're going to have food trucks there, so you can come, you can eat with people, meet new like-minded gardening enthusiasts. The lectures are very communal-focused. They'll oftentimes have Q&A. But if you've not really gardened a whole lot and you want to get started, the plant sale, which is 2 to 6 on October 2nd,
Okay.
and from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on October 3rd. There'll be Madison County Master Gardeners that are going to be there. They'll answer your questions. They'll help you make selections. So if you don't know what to do, they can help you. We're really here to support each other and help you get started.
So I noticed in 2 different spots we have leaf casting demonstrations. Would it be a spoiler alert to talk about that?
Yeah. So leaf casting is actually a really fun exercise. It basically is creating a mold of a leaf very similar to like a fossil, but using basically a veiny leaf, one that has a very unique structure. You're going to use plaster or concrete to make a mold of it. And it's a really a unique keepsake. We're also going to be doing flower pressing as well. So we're going to teach the public how to do these activities. You know, again, they're totally free. If you don't know how to do it and you want to learn, you can come learn. Bring your kids, bring the whole family, and come check it out.
Do they need to register?
Nope, no pre-registration is required. You can come and go throughout the day. The first day of the event, that will be where all the activities, tours, lectures. The second day, October 3rd, is just a second day of the plant sale to give people another chance to shop.
Okay. So for us who like to shop and want to attend this plant sale, do we need to come to the start of it?
No,
Like the beginning, or we?
You can come anytime throughout the day.
Okay.
Oftentimes we have a pretty long line at the beginning.
That's what I was thinking.
But if you want to come the second day, the end of the sale is from 2 to 6 on October 2nd. And again, it's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on October 3rd.
All right.
A lot of people don't know, but fall is a great time to plant trees, shrubs, and cool season plants like pansies.
Perfect. Well, they will learn more about that at your Fall in the Gardens event.
Absolutely.
We're going to take it back to the main stage with another performer. She's going to be singing a song for us. Her name is Aarna Mehta.
सेरिया तेरा इश्क है पिया रंग जाऊं जो मैं हाथ लगाऊं दिन बीते सारा तेरी फिक्र में रहने सारी तेरी खैरों मनाऊं के सेरिया तेरा इश्क है पिया रंग जाऊं जो मैं हाथ लगाऊं दिन बीते सारा तेरी फिक्र में रहने सारी तेरी खैरों मनाऊं पतझड़ के मौसम में भी पतझड़ के मौसम में भी रंगी चानारों जैसी जंखे सनातों में तू कीना के दारों जैसी सदियों से भी लंबी ये मंकी अमावस्या है और तू फुलझड़ियों वाले त्योहारों जैसी चलना भी दीवाना है तेरा जल्दी है तू
most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
That's my neighbor, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a very big mistake. Hey, Joe, you think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have your underground utilities marked before you start digging?
John, that's just for big projects.
Actually, it's for any digging project. Hey, congratulations, Joe. You found your electric line. Remember, safe digging always begins with a free call to 811. You want to borrow my phone, buddy?
Jackson got electric streetlights in 1887. Electricity expanded with the Suburban Street Railway Company. And in 1897, Suburban switched from horse-drawn cars to electric. The company became the Jackson Railway and Light Company. Streetcars plus electric power for homes. Power for home lights was turned on at 6 p.m. and turned off at 10 p.m. After that, go back to gas or kerosene, but it was another step toward JEA today.
Welcome back to Six in the City. We have Wanda Scanlon here with us. She's going to talk about some events that she has coming up, and she is the president of Friends of the Library. So welcome, Wanda. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Can you tell us, before we get started with your events, what is Friends of the Library?
Friends of the Library is an organization. We're completely volunteer, and our purpose is to support programming for the library. In other words, we don't buy books or do any kind of repairs to the library, but any of the library programming, we provide personnel, not paid personnel, but we provide volunteers and, press, and that's what we do.
Okay.
We
Awesome.
assist in that.
So Wanda, last night I was just talking with I have two young grandsons, and I was talking to both of their parents about the importance of reading to the young people. And so it's interesting that we're having this conversation today after just discussing that last night. But with October coming up being National Friends of the Library Month,
yes,
could you talk to us about why it's such an important time to highlight the work that you guys do?
In October, we always have our membership drive. To join the Friends of the Library is $10 a year. It's not expensive. We have people that give us donations over that, and we are so appreciative of how generous people are. But you have an opportunity as a member or just not as a paying member. Every month from September until May, the first Thursday of every month at 11:30, we have a meeting downtown and in the main branch, and it's first Thursday noon review. And we have all different speakers.
Okay.
So we like for everyone to come and get together.
What are some of the topics that you cover?
We have had, last month we had Rebecca Stanfield, who wrote a book. Many people know her in Jackson. She talked about the lure of insanity while we like to read and write about it. And she reviewed a book called The Night Watch. And that meeting was packed. We had to get out chairs. We've had people we've had Hub City Brewing come before and talk about making beer. We've had coffee. Somebody talk about coffee. Actors come. It's just it's varied. I have a great board, and for 1 month of every year, the board member is responsible for the content of the meeting, and because of that, everything's varied because people have so many different interests.
You also have a book sale coming up.
We have a book sale, and people love a book sale. We used to have a huge one, but we're not able to do that anymore. So after our meeting on October 2nd, the book sale will start right after that at 1 o'clock. It'll be in the lobby of Library Main. We're doing it a little different this year. Nothing's priced. You just pay what you want to. Okay? And we find that we do very well like that. People are very generous, and we're so appreciative of it.
And there's not only books for sale at this,
yes.
right?
We were gifted a set of 78 albums, opera albums. They're in pristine condition.
Oh, wow.
I have volumes 1 through 54 of Nancy Drew. We have antique books. We have like new books, like a lot of popular authors. People will buy a book and then just donate it because they don't have room for it in
And
their house.
audio books as well, I read, which I'm partial to because I'm in the car a lot. Right?
Oh,
So I saw where
yes.
there's some
Yeah, we've
audio
got
books.
those. We've got those on DVD, yes. And we've got DVD movies, just about anything.
For those who don't use the library often, why do you think they should consider still supporting and donating?
A library is an important community thing to have. It brings all walks of people together. And I think that's why it's important to support libraries. And I think literacy is very important. And one of the things we are doing this year is we have a table at the International Festival. We've had all these wonderful people on. We are giving away foreign language books and travel books. They're free. Just come by and get one and get a bottle of water. It has our sticker on it with our Facebook site on it.
Okay, so again, the membership drive and book sale is October 2nd and 3rd, correct? Okay, and they can find more information on this?
JMCL Friends on Facebook.
Okay, awesome. Well, we appreciate you being here, and I hope the book sale and membership drive go well.
Thank you.
We are going to come back after this commercial break and speak with Wesley Brown, event chair for the Walk to End Alzheimer's. Right after this commercial, we'll be back here for Six in the City.
Experience the world in a day at the Jackson International Food and Art Festival. Join us for global flavors, live performances of the headliners, local arts, and family fun, all right here in Jackson. Don't miss it, September 27th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Jackson Fairgrounds.
Since 1979, one night every fall has brought West Tennessee together under the stars.
It's the 45th Annual Starlight Symphony, a free concert for all ages.
Join us Saturday, September 27th on the grounds of First Presbyterian Church.
Pack a picnic, bring your kids, and enjoy music everyone loves.
Get your tickets now at thejacksonsymphony.org or by calling 731-427-6440.
Make this an evening to remember with your Jackson Symphony.
Welcome back to Six in the City. We have Wesley Brown here with us. He is the event chair for the Walk to End Alzheimer's that is coming up this weekend. So we're thrilled to have him on with us to talk a little bit more about this event. But before we do, just a question for you. As a volunteer event chair, what inspired or motivated you to get involved with this?
Yeah, so what motivated me was, am I good? Kind of.
Yeah.
What inspired me was, so initially my wife's grandfather had Alzheimer's, and that's what he eventually passed from. So when we first got married, introduced, literally just seeing the shift from literally 1 month to 3 months to where literally it went from he could have a conversation, he's gone.
Yeah.
And just seeing, and then also being a financial advisor, I deal with a lot of clients who have family members that went through it. So that really led me into getting into it, as well as Edward Jones also being the national presenting sponsor for the Alzheimer's Association. So it really was just an organic fit when I came on board to Edward Jones to migrate into.
So tell us, it's this weekend, correct?
Yep, correct.
The 27th. What time and where?
Yep, so it's going to be at Rocky Billy's Baseball Stadium.
Okay.
The registration will start at 8, and then the walk will start at 9. Okay. And then, the program will start at 9, and then walk immediately after.
How far is that walk, and is it inside the stadium or around the stadium?
Yeah, so it's approximately about 2 miles.
2 miles.
Last year we walked around the parking lot because it was the weekend of Hurricane Helen.
Okay.
The year before, we actually got to walk on the field end. So hopefully some of this rain will go away, and Dennis will let us out on the stadium field as well again. Because I know a lot of the kids really enjoy getting to get down there.
Yeah. Well, like the breast cancer, I know a lot of people are affected by Alzheimer's. I think you said you have a family member. I've had a family member. You do. So I think it's a really important cause for people to get involved in these things. And so this weekend, September 27th, at the Rockabilly Stadium in Jackson, registration is free, correct?
That's correct.
And they can go to, and it's on the screen, you can either scan the QR code or go to alz.org/WestTN Walk. Anything else that we need to know before we push it over to our dancer?
Yeah, nothing too much. One thing I will add is, because I know a lot of times with Alzheimer's, you feel like you're in it alone. The Alzheimer's Association has a 24/7 helpline that is staffed at all hours with master level clinicians. So if you ever need help, you can call 800-272-3900. You can speak with someone anytime.
Okay, awesome. Well, we appreciate you being here with us, and we are excited to hand it back over to the main stage with Dr. Nivedita Prasanna. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. And she's going to perform one of her dances.
We'll be showing you an ancient storytelling dance from India, which is almost 2,000 years old. So we'll be bringing into life some mythological stories about a powerful little child called Krishna.
सबके स्वामी अंतर्यामी पूरन कीजे काज देवकी नंदन तुमको वंदन रखते सबकी लाज सबके स्वामी अंतर्यामी पूरन कीजे काज मन मंदिर में सजे बिहारी मनमोहन तेरी छवि अति प्यारी मन मंदिर में सजे बिहारी मनमोहन तेरी छवि अति प्यारी बंसी बजैया रास रचैया तारनहार मेरे तुम ही के भैया तुमसे बड़ा कहाँ कौन कन्हैया श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा देवकी नंदन तुमको वंदन रखते सबकी लाज सबके स्वामी अंतर्यामी पूरन कीजे काज लीला परंपार तेरी तू माखन चोर कहावे भवसागर से सबकी नैया तू ही पार लगावे भक्तों का सहारा तू बांसुरी वाला मथुरा के बसैया ओ नंद के लाला तेरी भक्ति में नाचे सबका भैया श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा लीला परंपार तेरी तू माखन चोर कहावे भवसागर से सबकी नैया तू ही पार लगावे भक्तों का सहारा तू बांसुरी वाला मथुरा के बसैया ओ नंद के लाला तेरी भक्ति में नाचे सबका भैया श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा देवकी नंदन तुमको वंदन रखते सबकी लाज सबके स्वामी अंतर्यामी पूर्ण कीजे काज देवकी नंदन तुमको वंदन रखते सबकी लाज सबके स्वामी अंतर्यामी पूर्ण कीजे काज
This well on South Royal drew thousands to Jackson to drink the believed healing water. Near Jackson's original water plant, the well was one of multiple attractions to Lancaster Park. Lancaster Park is no more, but this special well is still part of JEA today.